Hi, welcome to Optimal Health and Vitality After 50. My name is Tricia O'Hara. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. So last week, I discussed the importance of core strength for balance. And as promised, this week, I'm going to show you some exercises. Now, contrary to belief, most people, when they think of the core, they think of the abdominal muscles, which is part of the core, but the core is actually your whole torso, what connects the upper and lower body. So that would include the abdominal muscles, transverse and rectus, but it also includes your obliques. It includes the muscles of the hips, the pelvic floor, your glutes, and your lower back, the erectors. So with that being said, it's really important when you think of strengthening your core, you actually want to do exercises to strengthen the whole torso. Now, a couple functions of the core is to transfer force from the upper and lower body. Think of like a gymnast or a dancer. They've got incredible strong core. And also to stabilize the spine to make sure that we aren't overloading the spine. So what I'm going to do today is show you some exercises that can assist in strengthening your core. So the first one we're going to start with is the plank. I'm going to show you from beginner to more advanced. And what's great about the plank is that it works your whole core. It also works your deltoids, your shoulders, and you'll probably be able to feel. So let's go ahead and start with if you are a beginner. So you can start on your knees and make sure your hands are under your shoulders and you can just hold it like this. Now, if that is easy, then you can progress up to your feet. Make sure you have a neutral spine. Hands are under your shoulders, and you can start by holding it 10 seconds, work your way up to 30 seconds or a minute. Then you can take it into half plank, which is more challenging because you're actually lowering your center of gravity. So it's going to feel a lot harder. Now, you can do the half plank this way, or you can do the half plank this way by just lowering yourself, which is going to be harder. And you can alternate between full plank, hold it like 5 seconds, and then drop it down to half plank. So that's a couple progressions of the plank. You can also decrease your basis stance. What I mean by that is you're now on both feet. You can decrease it to 1 foot. Make sure you squeeze the glute, and you're gonna feel that a lot more challenging and feel it working your core more. You can alternate. So you could do each one like 5 seconds. Now you could also go into single arm. So you can bring your arms straight out in front of you, alternating straight out in front of you. Again, you could hold it 5 to 10 seconds and repeat it 3 to 5 times. You can also cross, and then go into a push-up. You can do something like that. So those are a few variations of the plank. There's also another one that I like to do like this. So hands are under, my clients hate this, but I like it. So your hands are under your shoulders and you're gonna come down on your elbows and back up. Now with this, you wanna make sure that you really engage that core so you aren't swinging your hips back and forth. Okay, so it's just like this. And then you can also switch sides, right, left, left, right, left. Okay, so those are a few progressions of the plank. Now you can take the plank from facing down to side plank. And the side plank, you want to make sure that as you come into the side plank that all your joints are in alignment. So your hip, your knee, your ankle, okay? And it stays neutral like that. Make sure you're engaging your core. Elbow is under your shoulder and you just lift up like that. Now, if that's too hard, you can put one leg in front and that will help to stabilize and make it a little bit easier. Again, you could hold that 3 to 5 seconds, come up and down like that, or you can go into the full plank like this. Again, make sure you're not leaning forward. Okay, nice neutral spine, engaging the core. And you can also go up and down, which is going to be more challenging. So those are some variations of the side plank. You can also, well, pretend this is a weight. I work with all my clients online, so I don't have any weights here because also I go to the gym if I'm doing weights. So pretend this is a weight in my hand. You can bring it down and come up, open. Come down and then come up, open. That's really going to focus on incorporating your balance as well. So those are some versions of the side plank. Again, you're going to feel that working all your core, especially the obliques here on the side, your TFL, your glute med, all the way down the lateral side of your leg. Okay, so that is the side plank. Next, I think, is a really good one that is really good for the core as well and upper body is the push-up. The push-up is a compound exercise, meaning that it uses more than one muscle group, and there's many variations to the push-up. So again, if you are a beginner, you can just start with a basic push-up on your knees if you need to, drop it down. Again, keep that neutral spine, drop it down, and come up. My hands are under my shoulders, okay? If that is easy, you can come up off your feet and drop it down and come up. I tend to do, I think, the tricep push-up. Most people do the wider grip. I prefer the tricep, so it really targets the tricep on the back of the arms. I know all my female clients like that, so that will target more of the tricep. But you will notice with the push-up, it works all of the core and really focuses on the upper body as well. Now you can make that more challenging by put yourself on a decline, like put your feet on stairs or a ledge. It's a lot more challenging. You'll feel a lot more force in your upper body. Again, that will really use the core as well. So you can do the push-up like that. You can go into tricep push-up if you want to put your elbows in, then you'll feel more of the tricep. And again, like I did before, where I did the plank, and then I went into a push-up. So you can do push-ups like that, again, on an incline or decline. And you can also, if you put your hands on weights, that's even going to make it a lot more challenging. You'll really feel it working your core. So that is the push-up, and you could start by doing 5 and work your way up to 10, or a lot of times, because I work with groups, I have them do it for 30 seconds. But again, when you're doing the push-up, make sure you have that nice neutral spine. Your head is up in a neutral position, squeezing the glutes, drawing your belly button into your spine, slowly lowering yourself down and come up. And that's the push-up. Again, that works multiple, it works all your core and the upper body as well. So next to work, if you have problems with your back, this one is really good, known as bridging. So I know a lot of my clients, when I first start with them, they have lower back problems because the whole posterior chain is weak. So when that happens, then it transfers all the force to the lower back. So you really want to make sure that you open up those hip flexors, strengthen the glute muscles, strengthen the hamstring muscles and the abdominals as well. So bridging looks something like this. Feet under your knees. You're going to come up in a neutral position. I'm drawing my belly button in and I'm squeezing my glutes. Now, I know some of my clients, when I start with them, they have really tight hip flexors, so they can't go all the way up. So just go to where you're comfortable. Stop, squeeze the glutes, push your belly button in. And this is really good for strengthening your lower back without putting stress on it. So you could hold that like 5 seconds and then drop it down, come back up, squeeze the glutes, drop it back down. Now, if you want to make that more challenging, you can come out and do it with one leg. Okay, you're going to find that the left leg is now working a lot harder. You're going to make sure that you're squeezing that glute on the left side. You want to keep those hips level and also the knees level. And you can just alternate with those. So now I am firing that right glute. Make sure your hips are level. You're tightening your core. And that is the bridging. Now, again, you can do that at an incline. Like I could put my feet on stairs and that'll make it even more challenging. Or you could put ankle weights on and that'll even make it more challenging. And then, of course, we have the basic sit-up. So if you're just starting, what I like to do with my clients is I like to make sure they have their legs up because it flattens the spine. They can support their neck if they need to. I'm drawing my belly button in. And as I exhale, as I come up, I'm looking up above my knees. Why? Because if I look here, then I'm going to put a lot of stress on my cervical spine, which I don't want to do. So you're going to exhale, squeeze, and then lengthen and relax. Don't pull on your neck, just support it. So I see some people going like that, and it puts a lot of stress on your neck. You don't want to do that. So just come up, squeeze, and then lengthen and relax. Exhale, squeeze, and lengthen and relax. And that way your back is flat to the mat, so it's supported. You could do, either for time or, start with 10 reps and go up to 30 or do it for 30 seconds. And so that's just a basic crunch. There's many sit-ups. Maybe I'll do a video on sit-ups with my clients, or that I do with my clients. And this is one that I like, that my clients like. And it looks like this. I'm gonna reach my right hand to my left foot, my left hand to my right foot. Now I'm hypermobile, which means I'm overly flexible. So you don't necessarily need to touch your toe, but just reach up towards your toe. Exhale, squeeze and lengthen like this. We could do 10, 4, 5, 6, nice and slow. 7, you see how I'm going slow? 8, 9, 10. And then the second part I like to do is I like to reach in between the leg. Now this is going to be harder because you're using your abdominals to stabilize your leg, your floating leg. If that's too hard, you can put your leg on the ground. Otherwise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you see how I'm doing that slow because I want to work the muscles eccentrically and concentrically. Instead of going really quick, you don't really get the chance to have the muscles work in their full range of motion. So those are some exercises that, gosh, just from doing that, I worked up a little sweat. Those are some muscles that will work your entire core as well as your upper body. So I hope that you found those helpful. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe with your friends. It'll really help to get this video out to more people because I'm making this channel for you. I want you to live a long, healthy life. And for me, being here almost 6 decades now, it's really important for me to share with others on how they can live the best life possible. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you on the next video. Have a great day. Bye.